家の前で変なやつを見たぜ。
いつからカンバルの家の前に鏡が設置されたの？イメージ変わったかな？何が変わったんだよ、この一瞬に。あ、分け目が逆。
助かった。銃声がしたから。小型の顔面。
Ohayo, konnichiwa, and konbawa. Welcome to episode 2 of Reanime, a brand new podcast dedicated to bringing you the latest in anime news and reviews. If you do listen to a lot of podcasts, then you'll know that there are a fair few out there that are just recorded from the comfort of the kitchen table or in a fancy studio. Not at Reanime. Because of how we met, this podcast is coming to you from all around the globe. I'm sure you can tell from the accents that we're in a very complicated long-distance relationship. But don't worry, you can join in our weekly date at the giant table we call the internet for the next hour as we discuss all things animazing. I'm Ben, and I'm joined today by Kwan and Zane, and we'll just be telling you what we've been watching this week.
Hey guys, I'm Kwan. I'm a graphic designer, and what I've been watching is mostly a lot of sports anime. I've been watching Yomushi Pedo New Generation and a lot of Gundam Iron Blood, trying to catch up on season 1 so I can start season 2, which I heard is a good season. I have about 2 episodes left, or 2 or 3 episodes left, so I'm nearing the end. And I definitely like it a lot better right now because the first maybe half of it is a really big grind for me.
Yeah, it's really kind of slow, and they really just try and drill in that child soldier kind of thing to you. But yeah, it ramps up towards the end, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get to Earth yet? Are they at Earth yet?
Yeah, they just went to Earth. They're trying to escape from all the Galahorn people that are trying to kill them or catch them right now. So yeah, it's towards the end. I've also been watching Nanbaka. Have you guys watched that? The prison anime? Not prison school, but
I've seen a lot of it on Twitter, but I've never really watched it. Is it worth a look?
Yeah, it's actually very funny. It's a comical anime about like a group of inmates trying to escape this like inescapable prison. And then the main character, he has the ability to open any locks or like escape anything, but he sucks at everything else. Like he can't do math, or he's actually pretty weak or can't fight, but he has this ability that he can escape anywhere, and so it's pretty funny.
What episode are you on?
I am on episode 19, so I'm a little bit behind. I'm like 4 episodes behind.
I was like, you're just trying not to make any spoilers, so okay, I get that.
Yeah. No, it's only the beginning. I'm literally just saying what the anime is about. And
yeah,
I noticed that when it first starts out, it tries to be like pure comedy anime, but now it's getting a little bit deeper, like definitely a little bit more character development towards the end. It's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's on the second season now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm only on episode 12.
Okay.
Oh, might give that a watch then, along with everything else that I've been watching.
I know you've been watching a lot.
The sparkles get to me though. I can't handle them, so it's too distracting for me.
I
don't get it.
Yeah, what caught my eye was actually the sparkles or the colorfulness, because I think that was.
I like the color palette. It's just I just can't get behind the sparkles.
I think that it's trying to be different than.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's only what I've been watching. I've been very slow to really get into any of the winter or spring anime. I'm just in the phase where I just want to watch something that I kind of know that's already good instead of trying new stuff right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching. How about you, Zane? Or Ben?
Everything, I guess.
Everything.
So last week, Kobayashi's always love it. We're pretty moe this season with Kobayashi, and then
it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, watching I'm Monster Girls and about I'm watching Fuka too, but I don't know if does that qualify as moe, or I guess that's more shoujo, isn't it?
Yeah, I dropped Fuka.
Oh, why?
It's kind of, I don't know. I'm just watching it, but
I was excited because it's I heard the manga was good, and I'm quite into music anime as it is.
yeah.
But I got about 4 episodes in, and it just wasn't going anywhere.
It's got more interesting. It's definitely got a lot more of the romance, like love triangles, and the music's gotten better. They're all, they get the band going, and once you get past the beach episodes,
that's what put me off.
Yeah, after the beach episodes, it starts getting a lot better.
Yeah, if the end seems good, then I'll probably rewatch it. But
yeah, and then the comedy's pretty good this year with Konosuba and Akiba. I'm watching those. I'm 1 episode behind on Mobile Suit, so looking forward to that.
But you're watching Mobile Suit 0, right? 00?
Yeah. But then like the other thing that I'm watching that's kind of good right now is Kyoisogiga. I'm watching that right now. It's pretty interesting.
That was on the Q review thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, Elliot Trinidad did it. I was watching those. That was the only one when I watched through those I either hadn't seen or I was like, I might give that a shot. And it's very different.
What's the anime about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm 5 episodes in, and it's eclectic. So I think they're keeping you're still in the dark right now about what it is, but the basis of it at the beginning is there's this guy, he's a priest in like Kyoto back in the Meiji, the old era or whatever, Japan, and he has the power, he has the ability when he draws something, it comes to life, and it freaks people out. So he moves up into this temple way up in the mountains by himself, and he draws a rabbit, and the rabbit falls in love with him, and then it like gets blessed by I can't remember which god it is, but this god turns the rabbit into this woman by giving it her body, and they fall in love and yada yada. And then there's 3 kids, and then this is all in the first episode. Like it's only 10 episodes, and it's like all compressed. And then they have to leave. The parents have to leave, and it's just the kids. Oh yeah, and then they move into this like whole world that he's drawn, pretty much. I guess I think it's like this whole Kyoto that he's drawn that they move into to get away from the world. And then they leave it, and the kids are just trapped there. And then I don't know. It's confusing. But it's good so far, so I'll probably finish it off just to see what the conclusion is, or because there's all this other stuff going on. It's hard to explain.
It looks super cool though, from what I've seen.
It looks cool. Yeah, it's
very
very
colorful.
It's very colorful, and the art style is really different. Like it looks like they're in a painting. It doesn't look too anime. Like it looks very like flat and 2D a lot of the time. So,
have you been watching anything else?
Gintama, I talked about that last time.
What episode are you in right now?
Everything.
How many episodes are you in right now?
I think I'm at 89 right now.
Oh, actually, you move fast.
Whoa.
So I started maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I started watching it. It's usually when I'm doing housework and stuff. I just let it play and watch it while I'm doing everything. But yeah, that's it. What are you up to, Ben? What are you checking out this season so far?
I'm still watching way too much. I'm watching about 15 different shows, but I'll make it a bit smaller just so I don't overstretch my mark on this. But I'm watching pretty much everything that everyone's mentioned, obviously, apart from the new ones. What's been good? Interviews with Monster Girls was really good this week. I'm also watching Akka. Is anyone watching Akka?
Akka?
I don't know. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I just
it's super slow. Like you don't really get into it until like around episode 7 where things start getting a bit interesting. But it's super moody. All the music's really good. Looks really cool. It's just like a really chilled out, cool anime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I see the thumbnail of it. It looks pretty stylish.
Yeah, it's Madhouse made it, so it's got that really like cool suave kind of vibe to it. But it's really cool. Everyone calls it Akka because that's the name of the
the headquarters.
The headquarters, yeah.
It's an acronym though, isn't it, for whatever they are?
I've still got no idea what it means.
Okay, I thought it was an acronym for whatever. It's like Alliance of Communities
And that-
or something like that.
Might well be. But yeah, the what's weird is the whole country's shaped like a chicken or a bird. Like the entire country's just shaped like a bird. So I don't know how that works. But apart from that, what else I've been watching? Scum's Wish. That's an interesting one. That's not on Crunchyroll though. It's on Amazon.
Are you paying for the anime one? Is it worth it?
Oh no, we don't get that. We don't get that here in the UK. We just get that on Amazon Prime Video. But you've got Anime Strike.
Yeah, because
Anime Strike.
they created an anime.
Yeah.
But now
There's
you
a
can't
lot
watch
more
any
anime on there, but there's still a decent amount that's already included with Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
They're mostly like older series and completed series, and that's
Yeah,
enough
they're not
for me
doing-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing simulcasts anymore on it though.
All right. Yeah, because
Not on regular Amazon. You have to watch it on the Anime Strike to get anything new, I believe.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
anything simulcasting. Like that's what I really, because they get all the. Is Scum's Wish Noitama?
yes.
Yeah, because the Amazon gets all the Noitama stuff.
All right.
Because they had what was it with the zombies thing? 2 seasons. Cabaneri, and then they
Cabaneri
had,
Iron Fortress, which was super awesome.
I liked it. Yeah. It was, the animation was really cool in that, and then they had,
It looks gorgeous as well.
and then the baseball one that was last season.
They
The
put
battery. Yeah.
there's Battery and there's what was Vivid Strike? That was on there as well. I didn't like that though.
I don't know if I didn't watch that one. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't. That is, yeah.
But then, as well as those two, I've also started watching Gundam 00. Because Crunchyroll just put that up the other day. I'm about 9 episodes in now. I remember watching it back in when it first came out, but I didn't really remember a lot of it. It didn't seem that memorable. But I'm watching it again. It seems super cool. Some good voice actors in it. It's got that kind of Gundam wing, loads of different Gundam pilots that seem to be overpowering everyone else, but it's super cool.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think the Gundam design in 00 right now is the best one in my opinion. Like all of them look really cool and sharp.
Yeah, I don't like that massive one though. It's like Gundam Virtue or something.
You don't like the heavy one? I
yeah,
kind of
the-
like the Virtue.
the
Oh,
tank.
no.
Yeah, that one.
The heavy gunner.
Nah,
Yeah,
don't like it.
but as for the main Gundam, the blue one, I guess Gundam 00
Exile.
Exia.
Exile.
Exia.
Exia. Yeah.
Exia.
Yeah.
I think he looks pretty sweet.
I really like the sniper guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
Your
seems
favorite
cool.
color is green, right? So you're kind of biased towards
It is.
that one. This game, my
Yeah.
favorite color is blue, so I'm kind of biased as well.
See, I like orange, but I don't like the little jackass
the
guy
jet-
that flies the plane. Yeah, the pilot. He's a dick.
Oh no, I don't like the heavy pilot. He's horrible.
Yeah, he's
Really?
he's too snarky for what he actually does. You're like,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
just shut up.
You just stand in one place and you have a giant laser gun. Be quiet.
Yeah. But yeah,
But yeah, no, I'm watching it too.
we should
Is
keep,
it,
we should keep up with it and discuss it as the series goes on. But yeah, I watched like 6
Yeah.
episodes last night, so
Yeah. I've been watching a couple every day probably. I'm on 8 right now.
oh, probably around the same then.
oh, I think they
What's
have
the-
really good intro music actually too.
Oh, the OP,
Yeah, the intro's good.
I haven't skipped the OP at all. It's amazing. In fact, I put it on my Spotify playlist last night. So
No, it's like I've never been like huge into Gundam, but I've been watching Iron Bud, which has gotten me into it to go back. And I did watch Mobile Fighter G back in like the Toonami like late 90s days. But is that the little ball, like your sniper dude? The
Yeah.
sniper guy.
yeah,
The little robot, is that been in other Gundam? Is
It
that
was-
an old Gundam?
it
Yeah.
was in the original, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been
Okay, because
around.
because I noticed in the Sunrise logo that the
Yeah.
little thing that jumps on top of the eye is that robot.
Yeah, that's
green
their
one.
like the Gundam mascot, pretty much. But I
Okay.
haven't seen that one in Iron Blood. That's kind of
No.
why that I don't really put Gundam Iron Blood together, because they don't have that tiny robot ball.
All right.
It's like that's the main thing. No.
It's
Just
the
kidding.
only reason I'm not watching it. It's because
Yeah.
they don't have a little ball robot in it.
But yeah, it's been in Gundam Wing, Gundam Destiny, Gundam
Yeah.
Destiny Seed, 00.
Have y'all seen Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Have you watched it now, or you just
I watched
like have seen?
I watched the first episode when I was on the plane back from Japan last year, because they had it streaming, which was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it's really brutal as well. Right.
Yeah, because I was watching. Who was I watching? Giguk had put up an epic video of like the best fights, and it showed the fight, I guess, towards the end of the Thunderbolt series, and I was like, man, those are some crazy looking Gundam.
Yeah.
It looked like a cool fight, and I was like, God, I'd like to see that one.
Yeah.
But I was surprised Daisuke doesn't have it. Nobody. It's not on anything.
I think you have to pay for it. Oh, didn't they?
Yeah,
didn't they put it on their
probably.
YouTube a few weeks ago?
I don't know.
Might be worth checking, because I think they do have that.
I'll check it. Okay, I'll check
I
it
guess
out.
we should tell our audience that this episode is all going to be about Gundam and anything Gundam related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably bring that on to the first topic of the show anyway. But yeah, the main news we've been talking about over the last few days is that the Gundam statue in Tokyo is being taken down. That was as of the 5th of March. So yeah, we're just going to talk about what we prefer being, what we'd like to be there instead, or what we think of what's been put there. So they're actually replacing it later on in the year with the Unicorn Gundam from Gundam Unicorn.
Which, in my
So, yeah,
opinion,
what-
looks the least Gundam out of any series, because the Gundam Unicorn is mostly white and red.
Yeah,
There's no blue, like that iconic blue Gundam, you know? That's, in my opinion, what makes a Gundam is the blue, red, yellow, and white.
yeah, just that classic Gundam look.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Whereas-
and like the vanilla Gundam Unicorn, it doesn't have the initial V shape on its forehead. It's just like the one spike. Then it turns into a V later.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's not really the first thing I think of when I think of Gundam. I think they should just make a bigger one of the original.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I was reading more into the story, I learned that they're just taking it down and then we'll be adding some moving parts to it, like mechanical legs or arms, and they're gonna have it back up in 2019. So a little bit. Yeah,
That's for the 40th anniversary, isn't it?
yeah, 40th
2019.
anniversary, and a little bit before the Olympic Games 2020, because the next Olympic Games are going to be held in Tokyo. So it will be pretty cool to have like a Gundam flying in during the opening of the
Oh my God,
Olympic
yeah.
ceremony. Or maybe like instead of a beam saber, it's actually the Olympic torch that the Gundam is holding, you know? That would
That
look
would be
pretty
amazing.
sweet. And then and worldwide will just think people in Japan are really into giant space robots.
Or
Yeah.
they could make it so it's actually part of their military.
I'm
Ooh.
sure there's some sort of secret society that are training pilots to pilot Gundams. In
I
the
would
near
sign up
future.
for that instantly. I'd be straight on that.
You'll just have to be able to handle like 400 Gs of gravity force or whatever. I'm not even sure if that's a lot or too little.
Oh man, the G-force would be ridiculous.
Well, they were talking on that 00 one. Some guy said you'll be taking 12G, which is
Okay.
Yeah.
is that even possible?
I don't know.
I guess for the superhuman, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because almost in every Gundam, there's like the Earthborn, like the pure-blooded Earthborn, and then the genetically
New type.
engineered, people.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them already. I'm kind of guessing that's what's going on with 00.
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
that's been the
because-
whole war. Without all
Yeah.
the Gundams, it's the celestial beings and the regular Earthbound, pure-blooded humans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's super cool.
yeah,
Is it always a running theme in Gundam too to have the child soldiers? Has it always been child soldiers?
yeah, it's all-
yeah. Young people generally.
yeah. I think
Or is that just
the
like a
00 right now, I feel like they're kind of the oldest. They're in their like 20s or
Yeah,
the youngest.
they look a lot more mature than usual.
Yeah, and then the youngest pilot.
Except for the youngest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Setsuna.
yeah.
Yeah.
But everywhere else,
say so.
they've mostly been teens. I mean, that's where Gundam target audience is people in their teens or children are mostly watching Gundam. Those are the people who buy the merchandise, or
Yeah.
the kits.
Oh yeah. So marketing. There you go.
Yeah.
You got to be a teenager to pilot a giant robot, apparently. I'll,
Oh, have you guys
You gotta be
watched? Have you guys watched Gundam? The building Gundam anime. What was it? Gundam?
Oh, what was
Goopla?
it?
No, that's the
Oh, what was it?
game.
Build Fighters.
Oh yeah, Gundam Build Fighters. I thought
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
a really
alright.
good series.
It was fun.
Yeah,
It's funny when like the arms just fell off randomly mid battle.
yeah. I mean, it would be really cool to have a virtual reality game, kind of like that, where we can
And that
model,
would be awesome.
control
pilot
Gundams and fight each other.
Yeah, they're missing something there. That and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
oh, virtual reality Yu-Gi-Oh.
That'd be so good.
Y'all need to watch the last episode of Akiba Strip
Oh, I did. It was amazing. It was brilliant.
for real. If y'all did card games.
Oh, okay.
It was just the what's her name? The redhead girl on the side just
She's
Just
like,
looking-
what?
she's looking every now and again. They're doing nothing, and they're like, "I bring forth from the shadow realm." And
Yeah, they're like, it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh battle in their minds, and like the big cosplay girl's mind. She's like, you're just not using your imagination enough. And she's just sitting there like, this is stupid.
yeah, just on like a little plastic table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking last night of other Gundams that we could put in place of the. And I was thinking it would be super cool if they put the Gundam Death Scythe Hell from Weighing Up, and that would terrify everyone with a giant scythe.
Oh man. Well, wait, what was the Gundam that they actually put out? Which one was he from? I forgot. Was it in
The first one.
the first one, like their straight up original? Was it just called Mobile Suit? I think that was
Mobile Suit Gundam. Yeah,
Mobile Suit Gundam.
I think it's the RX-75. I think
Yeah.
that's the name.
And you really yeah. For me, I think they should put up Gundam Freedom from Gundam Destiny. That's the one where his wings are just made of lasers and stuff, like the spread out lasers. If you do a quick
Yeah.
Google search, you'll know what I'm talking about. Gundam Freedom.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, because almost in every picture, it just has him spreading out all his guns, and he can shoot like 50 different lasers at one time.
And it'd be cool if that actually
Yeah.
works as well.
That's actually Japan's military defense against North Korea.
It's like giant freedom Gundam.
I guess like I said, the first series I watch is I'm just preferable to the G Gundam because it looks like a giant samurai.
That would be cool. What about other mechs from other series?
Let's see. Maybe from
What about an Ava?
Oh, Ava?
Ooh.
Yeah.
From
Didn't somebody make a giant Ava statue? Don't they have one somewhere?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Is that at the Universal Studios or is it just something different? I'm sure I saw a picture of it somewhere that's super cool.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of it.
Or like the
Where'd all that-
full size Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
Gurren Lagann is like
The
pretty
universe, like,
cool.
The very last one, that's like the
Yeah,
size of it.
the last one, the universe
Universe.
size one.
The size of a literal universe or a galaxy.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't put that past him.
Yeah.
Because
Just put a giant drill coming out of the ground.
Hey, it's Ben here. If you're enjoying the episode and want to keep up to date with any podcast related news, then be sure to head on over to Twitter and follow us on @Reanime Podcast or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Reanime Podcast. You can also send in any questions to the Reanime Podcast at gmail.com. On with the show.
So Ben, you said earlier that you actually went to Japan. Have you went into that Gundam museum before?
I did, and I went over to Odaiba, which is like a bit separate from the main part of Tokyo. I've done a video of it, and that'll probably link in the description as well. But yeah, I went to. There's a picture of me stood underneath the Gundam, and it is massive. And then we went into Gundam Front, which is like the little museum and store, which is really cool. They've got loads of like scale models of Gundams. Like there was the Freedom Gundam, that's there as well. There's like a full size part of the head, and then they've got
wow.
Yeah, they've got the base from Mobile Suit Gundam, like a scale model. Like those are like ships and things like that, and they've got like a little video wall where you can pick any character from any of the series and take a picture with them, which is quite cool. And then they've got a virtual reality theater as well, and they show like there's 3 different little movies. One of them's for Unicorn though, which is super cool. But it's like a planetarium style room.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And they just they play it on the ceiling. But they did like 3 like 10-minute movies, which is really cool. And then they've obviously got the store as well, which has like. I spent so much money
buying lots of model kits and
I did. I got it was just after the end of. No, it was partway through the end of season 1 of Iron Blooded Orphans, and I got the 6th form of the Barbatos.
Oh,
and like a cool little stand plate as well with Mikizuki's face on, which is quite cool.
Oh, I was just saying you don't go to the Madarake and just get it for a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about buying the actual Gundams from that place. I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
maybe it may have more significant, even though it's insanely more expensive.
Significant damage to your wallet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can actually get Gundam kits on Amazon for pretty cheap. Like you can get Gundams for like $20.
Yeah, they're super cheap.
Yeah.
I put a thing on Twitter the other day that Gunpla it's just so reasonable.
Yeah.
It's like everything else, if you want anime merch, it just seems to always be so expensive.
like
but then
$60, $50, $100.
Yeah.
Even
For like a tiny statue.
I live in the Bay Area, and I can go to Japantown. Maybe taking the train, it'll be like 3 hours away on the train, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty long, but even in Japantown, the merchandises there are pretty expensive because I think they actually import everything from Japan and bring it over. The model kits, the tiny little ones, it's like $20 and they're only like 3-inch figures. I also noticed, like, I'm not sure if there's a Barnes and Nobles in the UK, but in the US, I actually noticed some model kits, or they sell a lot of Gundam model kits in bookstores now, which is pretty cool. Have you seen that, Zane, in your area? Have you been to a Barnes and Noble recently?
That would mean I would have to go to a Barnes and Nobles to look at things.
Yeah.
If it's not Toys R Us, I don't go to it.
Okay. But yeah, I noticed in like bookstores that are carrying more anime merchandise, and they've been carrying a lot more anime figures like Dragon Ball Z and Gundam kits.
Where?
Yeah.
I need to find a place that sells like secondhand manga or something. So.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places
get
here
some manga.
in the Bay Area that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's virtually nothing here if you want Gundam kits. I get all mine imported from Amazon. There's the odd UK site, but they're quite hard to get around. But still pretty cheap. So
okay, you have to pay for the shipping, so that will make up for the price, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. So what I'm planning for is I'm going to Japan again in June this year.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna bring a lot more back. I might like buy another suitcase while I'm out there and just fill it with it.
Just carry 2 pairs of clothes, so you have plenty of room to pack all the anime stuff you want.
Yeah, I
you
know
can
exactly
wash
what's
it.
getting priority.
Yeah.
Do you
But-
just go on vacation like
Yeah.
every year or something?
Well, I only went last year.
Okay.
That was my first Japan trip, but it was that great that I just want to go every year now.
Man, I was watching Rooster Teeth the other day, and they said like I guess last Friday from like there was tickets to Japan for like $400 airplane ticket.
Oh, dang. That's not bad at all.
I was like, wow.
It's probably about that price from what we can get here. But
Yeah, you're a lot closer though.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Still
be
an-
more expensive for Zane to go since he lives in Texas. And
Yeah.
I guess since I recently am living on the West Coast, it might be easier for me to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Before I lived in Pennsylvania, which will be like literally half the hemisphere away.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you just hit up LAX, you can probably just
Yeah.
direct flat from LAX, can't you?
Yeah. Before, if I wanted to go international, I have to
Yeah.
go to New York to JFK airport.
To go down to London if I have to have any hope of getting to Japan. But yeah, it's I think it's a 12-hour flight from here.
Okay. Non-stop.
Yeah, it's just straight there. And then you look out the window when you're going over Russia, and it takes about 6 hours, and it's just all grey. It's like the most boring sight you could see. I'd rather go the other way and see the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
you-
in the future episode, you should definitely do a live from Japan, and we can compare what's like to get like anime merchandise from like England or US versus in Japan, where it might be
Definitely.
more readily available.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you go to the
I'm
good
down for
sites
that.
last time? Where'd you go last time?
Oh, we went all over the place. Akiba was amazing. It's
Yeah.
like I felt like I was at home. It was amazing.
Like at
Um,
home.
We went to the Sky Tree. That was really cool.
Did you go to Nakano Broadway?
We didn't. That's what I'll go to this time, though. I went to
because I guess that's what they say. That's the real deal. Like
exactly.
Akihabara is just like that's like for show, but Nakano Broadway is like the real otaku.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to about 3 different animate stores as well, which was
Yeah.
cool. I did a maid cafe.
Oh,
That was
how
cool.
was that, man?
It was cool. I really liked
fun
it.
there.
It was, yeah, I had loads of fun.
Did you flirt
But
with
yeah, it's
any of the
super weird.
maids?
Yeah, all of them. But
do
it
you
didn't.
speak Japanese, or do you just like just enough to basically get you?
Well, last time I was like using very, very limited Japanese. Like I didn't really know a lot. But since then, I've been trying to study a bit more of it.
Oh.
So hopefully I should be able to read a bit more and know exactly what's going on a bit more this time. Because last time it was just like, please help me. And I don't understand Japanese.
Wait, did you download the Google Translator app at all when you were before you left?
I had that before, but they didn't bring in the it's super bad in Japanese, so they don't really get it as
Yeah.
well. But apparently it's been improved quite a lot, and they've brought in the new if you take it can translate in real time.
Oh yeah, the picture. That's proof.
Yeah, so I'll be using that a lot this time, which is cool. It was super cool. But I'll put a link to all the videos that I took when I was there last time, just if you want to go and have a look, because it's super good.
Have you guys played any of the Gundam video games at all?
I've played a few. I played the Dynasty Warriors one.
Dynasty
That was
Wars
cool.
are very popular series for the
Yeah, that
Gundam
was fun.
because it's just literally fighting a whole bunch of Gundam minions and just doing overkill laser moves.
Yeah, it makes you feel like an overpowered Gundam pilot. It's great.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess that's where I want to go into to my topic where I want to ask, are anime video games any good? And me and Zane had this conversation before we recorded where what makes a video game anime, or what makes a anime a video game, something like that.
I think, Ben, you're a big
Right.
gamer, so I'll pose it to you philosophically, like what I said.
Right. Hit me up. Let's go.
Is an anime video game a game that was created from an anime, or is an anime video game a video game that had an anime created out of it? Or is it something that's just like the cutscenes just has like an anime style to it, where basically almost anything that comes out of Japan is an anime video game if you consider it that way, a la Ninja Gaiden, Street Fighter, but Street Fighter had an anime.
Yeah, Persona, Blaze
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably say an anime video game would be one that was an anime first, whereas anything else would probably be a video game with
An anime style.
Anime inspiration.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's just got an anime aesthetic.
Yeah.
To it. It's
So
anime style, but it's not necessarily
Yeah.
anime.
I mean, I've started playing Nier Automata, which came out on Friday here, and that's a super anime looking game. Like I could imagine an anime could be made out of that, a super like moody looking one.
But that's in 3D, though. I wouldn't say that's an anime game because it's pretty 3D. It's more like a Japanese RPG.
You can't-
yeah, it's a
can't-
JRPG.
Yeah.
You
But
can't
it
say
looks-
3D is not anime though.
Huh? What do you say?
Okay, you can't say 3D is not anime.
But when you think of anime, it's mostly 2D. If you
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
When you first look at it.
But
Yeah,
On the
I'm-
surface, it's
That's
mostly
like-
2D.
so would you say Appleseed is not anime?
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Damn it. Ah,
bro, on a whole other topic now.
ah, God.
Just go back to the video games. Go
But
back to
there's
the
no
video
Apple.
games.
Wait, is there Appleseed video game?
I don't know. Probably.
There's probably is somewhere in Japan. There's probably
I'm sure. There's probably a mobile game for it. I'm sure.
No.
But yeah, with the Nier thing, it looks a lot like a like shonen battle scenes. It's awesome. But yeah, I know what you mean exactly. With what about something like Persona?
Persona. So Persona was a video game first,
It was, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
there was an anime adaptation.
But there's the anime.
but it has anime
as well.
cutscenes, so
Yeah.
it has like all of them have anime cutscenes. So I would call it an anime video game because it has that distinctive style and look, the anime
Okay.
eyes, hair, and stuff.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
What about something like Final Fantasy 15 then? That is the most anime Western game I've ever played.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are they anime cutscenes in them, or is it just
No.
3D cinematic cutscenes?
Oh, it's all 3D in 15, but there's obviously they did that.
Oh, the
Anime
anime
thing.
adaptation release. Oh, dang.
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think at this point, like in modern JRPGs, it's very tough to distinguish between JRPGs and anime video games. It's breaking
Yeah,
the mold, I guess.
They pretty much meld into the same thing eventually. To be honest.
I think it just comes under the whole definition of like people arguing over what is anime, and I think to me it's just whatever you think is anime is anime.
That's
how I
like
would put
what
it.
it's art.
Yeah.
Everything's art. I hate that question
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah,
Well, it's like that came up with that Porter Robinson shelter video.
yeah, that was a huge.
Oh,
argument on
yeah.
The Reddit about it's not anime. I was like, if you want it to be anime, it's anime. Who
That's
cares?
true because it was nominated for Anime of the Year, even though it's just one video or one music
Yeah.
video.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was actually nomination to vote for like through the Crunchyroll Anime of the Year. And I would agree with. I think a majority. There was a lot of people saying it's not anime, and I think I would follow that line. I don't want to get. I'm trying to put it like as politically correct as possible, or as nice as
Yeah.
possible, because
Don't be.
it,
People don't want
even though
political
it
correctness.
was created from what A1 Pictures or from an anime studio, because it's just one episode,
Yeah.
it's mostly a music video. I don't classify as an anime series or an anime.
I'd still probably class it as anime. It's
I
like
would call it I would call it a short film just because it was a
Yeah,
based
It's
music
a
video. It's still a short film.
Okay.
what
Maybe.
about the because they did the what am I thinking of? The Animator Expo shorts, like something like Me. That would,
Oh.
I'd still say that was anime.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
true.
But it's basically just a music video,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's still anime.
I guess for my definition of anime, what's classified as anime, it has to be somewhat of a series.
Right.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
used to, I guess.
Yeah.
But then, what about movies?
Anime movies? I mean, they're movies, so it does tell a story.
It's anime, but
Yeah.
it's still anime.
But
in
then the
Shelter.
music video also tells a
Shelter.
story too.
Shelter tells a story.
Uh,
Everything is everything. Who cares?
yeah. Okay, why not? Let's just say everything's anime.
It's like everything is anime. It's like I say, everything is. If it's anime, if you want it to be anime, it's anime. If you don't, it's not anime to you. Who cares?
But
It
really,
doesn't matter. Just enjoy
really-
it.
everything should be anime, though.
Yeah. I
In
guess
all honesty, yes.
I guess going back to anime video games, what are the good ones that stand out in your opinion? Like, have you guys played a lot of anime video games, or has it mostly been JRPGs that you classified as anime video games?
I'd probably do that with the JRPG thing, but
Okay.
probably. But since we're talking about it so much, I think Persona probably.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to transcend that boundary between anime and a video game at the same time, while having that traditional RPG kind of vibe to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what other kind of anime games have we got?
I've
That's
been.
what I said.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead, Kwon.
yeah, I've been mostly playing a lot of like fighting games. Like I've been really into Blaze Blue. And then
Yeah.
this isn't an anime video game, it's a superhero fighting game like Injustice. I'm just getting ready for Injustice 2 coming out. Bought a $100 arcade stick, which I suck at, but it's actually pretty fun playing with an arcade stick versus a controller.
Yeah, I just I don't game enough. So, but I guess the closest thing to a real anime, like I said, I guess would be Street Fighter. I don't know. It had anime
Yeah.
made out of it. It has an anime style to it, but I never really paid. I've never been a JRPG person. Not big into them.
Alright.
I think I played a fighting anime game the other. It's on PS4. What's it called? It's a lot of the like the Type Moon visual novels, like Fate Stay Night. What other ones are there? I think there was
like
it's called, like-
Steins Gates has a visual novel.
yeah, and like Psychopaths and things like that. They did like a fighting game of all the heroines.
Oh,
I got that on PS.
okay.
I forgot what it's called. It was on it's on PS4 though. But
I
there
know
you
there
can
was
play
a
it.
Japan All-Star Rumble fighting game that had
That
like
was
Kirito and One Piece, Bleach, and stuff.
that was Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax.
Yeah.
That one with Kirito.
Yeah.
Because I played that in Japan as well because they've got that in all the arcades. Yeah, that was awesome as well. And I also played a Gundam game in one of the arcades, but I forgot what it was called.
Was it
See, I've got
a
all these games that
Dynasty?
I've played before, but I've got no idea.
Was it in a Dynasty Warrior format or something?
No, it
completely
was
different?
like you'd have 4 units in a line, and everyone would play as separate Gundams. I was terrible at it, but yeah, there was like 4 separate ones, all connected, and they all have like a battle. I think it came to Vita about a few months ago.
Oh.
But-
Okay.
but-
Okay, take a
but
look
yeah.
at that. Rest in
It's
peace.
pretty cool. Yeah, rest in peace, Vita.
Since you brought back the topic of Gundam, let's talk a little about what our personal Gundam would be, and if there's a specific weapon that you like, or maybe a color Gundam that fits your personality. For me personally, I think I would just go for the classic Gundam, the red, white, and blue. I guess the color of USA too, ironically, but
USA.
but I would definitely just have a beam saber and a shield, honestly, and then a laser gun. So nothing like fancy or anything like that, but just your standard original Gundam. I think that would be my personal Gundam of mine.
I think my Gundam would be an assassin Gundam.
Oh,
So
really?
I would have massive cloaking ability,
Okay.
and then probably
Death
a
Scythe
really-
then.
a really good just probably 2 dual short swords
Oh, okay. Nice.
with also
Maybe
a good long range sniper as well.
okay.
Not
I mean-
so much in the flight capability
Mhm.
and low on the armor, so I can move and be silent.
Yeah. That works.
And it's black.
What color?
It's black.
Even though
black.
it's invisible.
Black with maybe just some orange
Black
and
and
red
Okay.
hints maybe to it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Hide in space. Maybe just black with like little white dots all over it, so it looks like space.
A galaxy Gundam, pretty much.
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
you, Ben?
Well, mine would be green,
Of course.
definitely. I think it would be probably like a close combat sort of Gundam. It would have, let me think of weapons. Probably the biggest sword possible, something kind of like a Buster sword type looking thing.
Gut
So it
stomp.
looks absolutely stupidly big. Doesn't
You know
make
what
any
they
sense.
say about Gundams with big swords?
They fall over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're slow.
But will your sword transform like into something else?
You gotta have a gun sword.
Well, it
You
would-
gotta have a gun sword.
It would be a gun, yeah, and then it would also could split into 2, and then become 2 separate beam axes as well.
Mm.
But then, like in Iron-Blooded Orphans, with the what's his name, Akihiro's Gundam, the Gujin, it'll have 2 separate arms as well that can come out and grab other people as well. So it can pick them up, and then I can cut them in 2 with my big sword.
You know how in Gundams they have those special abilities, like in Gundam 00, there's Trans Am, or maybe
Oh, right,
the
yeah.
pilot goes into this like ultra celestial being phase where they have very high responsive reflexes. What would your special ability be in those Gundams, do you think? Or is it just mainly the weapons that is our special? If you can think
So
of one.
basically, you're saying your interface. How would it just be an analog interface?
Yeah,
Would you be some kind of neurally connected like an Iron Blood Orphans,
yeah.
something like that, or like I've seen like in Thunder, and they cut the guy. They cut his arms and legs off so he can
Be part of the Gundam itself, yeah.
actually have.
For me, I would
Into the
probably
Gundam.
prefer to be genetically
probably-
modified, if possible.
That's cheating.
That's cheating. How's that cheating?
You're getting alternate help.
Yeah.
I'd have something like the I just watching 00. The Exia has that thing where it can slice through anything. I'd probably have that.
Like hypersonic weapons.
Like it powers up and then the
I
sword
mean,
can go through anything.
it's. Oh yeah, I get. That's true. Yeah, I would rather have that Trans Am ability.
I don't know.
I'll allow it.
I think I'm gonna go with the Iron Blood style, where there's go through the surgery and just connect straight into my spinal cord.
Alaya Vijayana or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember the specific name for it.
Oh, I'd have really cool hair as well. A lot cooler than my hair at the moment.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely not be bald. Who has the best hair in anime?
Oh man.
That's a whole nother topic for another
that's a
show.
whole- yeah.
We could go on for a whole episode.
Speaking of which, of going on to another show, is that a good segue? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a segue to me.
I think this is a good way to end it. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed episode 2 of the Reanime podcast, be sure to like this podcast if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and subscribe if you want to be kept up to date with the latest updates and news. And as always, you can keep up with the podcast and follow us on Twitter at Reanime Podcast. And for us, I'm Fun for Chu on Twitter and YouTube. I mostly do art and tech videos there. How about you guys?
You can follow me at enazzle on the Twitter. And then also my YouTube is enazzle dazzle.
You can follow me on Twitter. That's the only place I'm really active. My handle is A_new_mentality, where you can see me talk about more Gundam stuff. I'll be on about that for the next few weeks.
All right, cool. And we should probably mention this before, that you can catch this podcast on iTunes and YouTube. And not gonna lie, we don't actually remember the name of the show or the links. So be sure to check out the description down below, where it will definitely have the links where you guys can listen and watch the show. Hope you guys
I don't even
enjoyed the
remember
show.
who I am.
You don't remember who you are? Yeah, anyway, I think that about does it. Thanks for watching and listening, guys. It's been nice. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!